All right, so this week's message to my haters, and yes, I am restarting the popular series that I had to delete every video, delete every Twitter, delete every Facebook because I was just that controversial. Let's leave it at that. All right, so right now, this message, because I'm leaving, I am going on vacation. Huh. So, Dr. Phil Foundation, Jesus, sometimes I get just stuck with my words. I got a couple things to say about Dr. Phil and the Dr. Phil Foundation. And his TV producer, Stephanie Granader. Well, she was also a producer for Oprah Winfrey. Pretended to be my best friend for a little while. Yeah. Why do you think Oprah distanced herself from Dr. Phil? Oprah figured it out. Goddamn, she's a smart woman. Dr. Phil's not the one that was like, Oprah, let's break our alliance. No, I don't buy that. She knows who he is. He brings you on the show, promises you help, promises that you will get through this. Oh, I'm so good. I'm with you. Blah, fucking lies, which I will expose in my book. I was up late nights talking to the producer every day, day after in, for years. I have emails from her for years after Dr. Phil took my kids away through the state and Dr. Sophy to keep me close. You know why they wanted to keep me close? Because you keep your enemies closer than your friends. And I already know that. That's why I kept a relationship, and that's why I have the receipts. Stay tuned. All right, so here's what he does. And this might be hard to hear. He has built an empire on stealing your children. If you have been on Dr. Phil before, if you have lost your children to his cohort, Dr. Sophy, director of, I don't know, DHS back when and then, whoever he might still be now. They hook up. Dr. Sophy, Dr. Phil, they report you because you go on with your story. You're like, you will help me, Dr. Phil. No. What he does is he Jerry Springers you. And then what it was supposed to be about, the show is not about. It's about you being a bad mother. And then, because of Dr. Sophy getting kickbacks, allegedly, Dr. Phil and Dr. Sophy deny these claims. Just saying it ahead of time. I gotta prove it's true. I have the receipts. Point is, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going after the state of Oregon to get them to change their policies because they stink. And because they are hurting children and parents. Mothers and children, hurting them. Your policies, they stink. And then I'm going after Dr. Phil because he has hurt mothers and children, fathers too, by his fucking bullshit. All right, so it's sad, but if you have been a victim and you have been on Dr. Phil and had child welfare in your life after you went on Dr. Phil, it was fucking. I was recording and then my finger left, and so it's what the fuck ever. I was just saying, if you have been on Dr. Phil and if you have had your children removed either before you went on Dr. Phil or after Dr. Phil, he did it. He badmouthed you. That's how he makes his money, his kickbacks. Dr. Sophy. Yeah, I pulled the trigger. Come at me, Dr. Sophy. Charles Sophy. Dr. Charles Sophy. Sophy. Come at me, Dr. Phil. I will expose you. I know what you did. I know how you did it. And I can prove it. So, until next time, guys. See you soon. And just one more thing. Hold on. This is the brightest town I've ever been in. One more thing, Dr. Phil. You know that legal contract that you have people sign? Well, good grief. This was before law school. I wouldn't have signed it. You know, to say that you can't talk about your experience, to say that you can't, it's my life. And that contract of yours that you had me sign, I will contest it because you know what? I'm going to talk about everything. my experience with you, your producer, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, from beginning to end. And your foundation is built upon a lie. A lie, just to make money, in my opinion. And I know Dr. Phil and the Dr. Phil Foundation denies this. But you're supposed... Oh, shit. Oh, technical difficulties. God damn it. One more thing I was trying to say is that you specifically target these women and children. And you get their stories. And then you send them to Dr. Sophy or wherever they are. You get kickbacks. My allegation, you currently deny. Then you say you're involved. My second appearance, total shit. You got a producer to come stalk me at a bar. Then you expose me. You're not there to help people. You're just there for, Hollywood. Okay, then the next time you have my son on, who you promised to help. Promised. Did not help at all. But that is what you do. You promise. This is why we sign those dumbass contracts. People who don't have law degrees. We think you're going to help. You don't want to help. You just want... So I'm going on a little vacation for a while. I will not have cell service. But that's going to be a good thing, and that's the point. That is the point. To unplug, unwind, and get in contact with my, emotional self, which I'm excited about. Again, this is the brightest town. I hate this town. I gotta get out of this town. But I just wanted to give y'all an update. While I'm on the retreat, I will be writing. Definitely finishing my book. Funny thing, the producer from the Dr. Phil, I was just reading an email from her, and she was like, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna write my memoir, I'm finishing it, and Dr. Phil's in it. But this is a while ago, because I haven't been on the course where I've written, but I haven't published. I just need to hit the button, edit, and publish. She was like, so how are you going to be using Dr. Phil's name? And let me run it by our attorneys or something. And how am I going to use Dr. Phil's name? Well, it might have been different before, but right now, I'm going to use it as much as I want, and however I want. And then if they don't like how I use it, the high-powered attorneys will tell me. But I got a legal angle, and I can use his name. So, until next time, guys, see you soon.